no necesitan exigirse como tenemos que hacerlo nosotros para equilibrar el partido.
For them to be superior to us is pretty easy for them. It doesn't require as much effort, whereas for us, just to be on level terms, it requires us to go to the limit.
After our defeat last game, the way we played and the courage we played, trying, and when we could not do it more is because the opponent is so good. It's a fantastic team, like all the Marcelo teams are. They destroyed the championship last season. They have an incredible preparation. It was emotional from the touchline, the way we played the last 10-15 minutes and everybody runs and fights. So I'm so delighted the performance they had done.
It was such a good game, and the weather in the United Kingdom on Saturday evening was so bad. It was perfect, actually, because you could not go outside because it was raining so hard. It was a brilliant game, wasn't it? And it shows Leeds are very well equipped at this level.
Yeah, very even fitness levels. Don, you spoke about that while we were watching the game. Of Leeds were incredible. City tried everything, and Leeds had an answer all the time. And you can see Leeds players looking over to the bench as if to say, are we doing well?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of response from the manager. They're playing for each other. And they look very comfortable in and around the Premier League, whoever they're playing.
Yeah. They could have won it as well. You know, Edison was pulling up saves. But I loved watching the game and trying to look at the tactics of both managers. And there was a point in the game just past the hour mark, and Bielsa's tactics were coming out on top massively. And I was watching Guardiola, and he didn't really have an answer for it. And this conversation at the end, I think the pictures tell it all. And what Bielsa's asking Pep there is, how come this game was like a European game? And then Pep answered later on in his press conference, I don't know how Bielsa can analyse that game a second after the final whistle. I need days to analyse that. So that's how much respect he's got in his tactics.
Lots of managers think that Bielsa is their mentor in many ways, isn't he? That, you know, they look up to him, and particularly Guardiola. It did look like, though, City were going to win it. When Raheem Sterling put them 1-0 up, that was at the end of a sort of 15-20 minutes of concerted City pressure. It's a lovely goal, actually, wasn't it? You thought that City might go on and win it from here.
Yeah, little lesson for number 6, Cooper. You know, he makes a couple of mistakes. That's the first mistake, so that's OK. You can get back in and deal with this. Then once Raheem Sterling picks up the ball, see him turn his back on it, which then opens up that couple of yards for Sterling, and he knows what he's going to do then. He's just using Cooper as a shield, and he's going to bend it in his bottom right-hand corner, left as the goalkeeper's looking. See the mistake, first one, then this one here, stay on your feet.
Yeah, he's sold himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, it just allows Sterling. Sterling receives that ball on the corner of the box, he ends up scoring, more or less in the centre of the goal. There has to be at least one player that stops him coming any further or showing him onto his right foot.
But second half, I mean, Bamford was getting chances. Diaz was under pressure there. He gets done in a 1v1.
They kept coming, Don.
They did. It was the fitness levels that I was impressed with, Dion. They were really putting Man City under pressure.
It's a very un-Edison-like mistake, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it's a filthy day, and he just didn't quite get everything
right.
But
I seen with about 15 minutes to go, I seen people like Raheem Sterling, and I seen people like Kevin De Bruyne on their haunches, you know, blowing.
Shattered, yeah.
Shattered, because Leeds were, like, incredible. City finished the game within the last couple of minutes because it turned into a basketball match, but, like, really, I thought that out of all the goals and the action we've seen over the weekend, that was the best game to watch.
He never looks relaxed, though, does he? You know, he never looks relaxed. He always looks like he's stressed and he don't know what to do.
I think he's studying.
He's thinking so much, isn't he?
Do you know what's been really, really good about this weekend is that we haven't had a catalogue of controversial handball law. And that's because we've had a reinterpretation, haven't we? We've got a really good example from that game, Chris.
Yeah, we have.
You know, a new interpretation of it.
We've had a tweak, haven't we? And I think it's been beneficial for our league, for the Premier League. And we're talking about, is your arm in the expected position? And you'll quite clearly see from this position where the defender goes down, slides, makes the tackle, and his arm's there. Yeah. The ball touches his arm. Possibly a penalty last week, but this week...
Well, also, the key, surely, is that the arm is below the level of his shoulder as he falls, isn't it?
Absolutely. And is that in an expected position? An expected position for making that kind of challenge?
And distance involved. It ticks all the boxes for it not to be a pen, where last week it's probably a pen, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Thank you, rule changers.
Thank you, rule changers. Hallelujah. Keep it up. Well played, everybody.
Well done, Chris. We'll give you a bit of credit.
Thank you very much.